You know, acts of kindness really stick with you. A few minutes ago, I was making my coffee to start the day here. So I still haven't woken up yet, my apologies. But I was thinking about when I was maybe in 10th grade. I think it was 10th grade. At that time in my life, I didn't have really any confidence. I kept to myself, and maybe I told the story before about the face mask where I would often wear my jacket even when it wasn't that cold out because I was hiding. So that makes it even more important, something that stands out in my memory even more when I think about the time when I was in my psychology class. I think that was maybe my favorite class. It was interesting. I do enjoy psychology. But I remember I had this classmate, and it was a mixed grade class where you would have, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th all together. And I think she was one grade higher than me. But she was sitting beside me. And I remember one day she just looked over at me, and on her hand she said, "We love you." I think I was having a bad day or something. I can't remember anything beyond that. But I remember just this person being really nice and really being very kind to me. That stuck with me over the years. I mean, it's been nearly 20 years since then, and it still comes to mind sometimes. A simple act of kindness, someone showing a little bit of friendliness towards someone who needed it. So that's one thing I always try to teach my students, actually. Day one, when you have a new group of students, especially with your younger students, kids can be a bit animalistic and brutal. So one thing I always tell students on day one when I go over the class rules and everything is, all right, guys, are you happy every day? No. Sometimes you have a bad day. Sometimes something bad happens in your life and you go to school. Now imagine you're at school and then someone else says something nasty to you. Someone else says something that just makes your day worse. Not a great thing, right? Here's the thing. Life is hard. Life is difficult. So why make it actively more difficult for other people? Why make it actively harder for other people? Life is hard enough. People have bad days. People have losses. Someone may have died in someone's life recently. Someone may have lost their boyfriend or girlfriend. Someone may have been bullied by someone else. Life can be pretty shitty sometimes. That's just the truth. So why actively make it worse for other people? A little act of kindness will really stick with someone. It could really change someone's day from something absolutely horrible to something that maybe gives them a bit of hope, a bright spot. So I don't know, that was just on my mind today. It just came to mind again about this one act of kindness someone did for me 20 years ago. And I think that's influenced me a lot over the years, be nice to people. And I encourage my students all the time, be nice to each other. Don't actively bully each other. Don't actively pull each other down. Try to build each other up. If you have to make yourself feel good by pulling someone else down, well, that means you're pretty shit as a person. I mean, make yourself feel good by making someone else feel good. Help someone else have a great day, and that's going to make you feel good about yourself. Even if your home life, for example, may not be the best home life, well, if you have parents who are not nice to you, who are not good parents, well, then if you act out, you're just going to be like your parents. You're going to be the exact same. And why would you want to be like your parents if they're making you feel bad? So why not do something different from your parents and be nice and help someone else and break the cycle, right? Break the cycle. Make someone else's day a bit better. Break that cycle. And again, life is hard enough. Why make it more difficult for other people? So again, that was just on my mind today. I wanted to get that out there. Have a great day. See you guys next time.